socialism becoming a growing threat here in America as support for socialist candidates like Zohran Mamdani are on the rise. A New York Times piece called Mamdani's Message is Already Died. New York City reveals that voters in big blue cities are becoming more receptive to his kind of policies. The Democratic Socialist has called for abolishing medical bills, defunding the police, rent freezes, all while claiming capitalism is theft. Florida Senator Rick Scott had an idea to fly aerial ads across New York City skies over the weekend, encouraging residents to relocate to the Sunshine State and escape socialism. Joining me now, Senator Rick Scott. Senator, very funny. I give you props for the banners over New York City. And many people here in New York City that are residents are very concerned that if Zohran Mamdani becomes the mayor of New York City, it's going to be wealth destruction and property destruction.
Well, first off, my heart goes out to the people that, the families of the people who lost their lives yesterday and the people that are still in the hospital in the shooting in New York City. But look at New York. In Florida, we want opportunity, okay? New York is going to reduce your opportunity. People like Mamdani, they're going to kill your opportunity. Socialism has never worked anywhere. Whether it's your economic opportunity, whether your education opportunity, whether your public safety opportunity, nobody in Florida is talking about defunding the police. More jobs. We're talking about making it a place where companies can do well, where you can come, like me, a kid that grew up in public housing, can go be anything they want to be. In New York, it's going to be redistribution of wealth. They're going to take away money from the rich and give it to everybody else, which always destroys all the wealth and wherever it happens. I mean, this never works. So from my standpoint, I hope that New York wakes up to the disaster of socialism. I hope the country wakes up from the disaster of socialism and we go back to how this country was built on individual grit. Work your butt off, get to work, go get an education, take care of each other. Not government running everything.
Well, you know, to that point, your colleague, Senator Chuck Schumer, has not been fast to warm up to Zohran Mamdani. There are moderate Democrats, even Hakeem Jeffries has had reservations. Haven't really heard from Nancy Pelosi because of this very far left progressive agenda. But I'm wondering do you think that the Bernie Sanders of the world, the AOCs of the world, do you think that they're gaining power in the Democratic Party? You're probably getting Republicans, but what exactly is happening with the Democrats right now, in your opinion?
Well, first off, I think the radical left has taken over the Democrat Party. If you're a Democrat and you speak out against socialism, you're ostracized. So it's very difficult. Chuck Schumer might not be embracing, but he's not attacking them. It's bad for first off, it's bad for people. It's bad for the country. This is not what's good to actually show. It's not good for one. It might be good for Republicans, but for the country, for people that want to have opportunity, for people who want their kids to have opportunity, that people want to live in a safe neighborhood. I mean, there's nothing good about socialism. It's always bad. And the only way they stay in power, go look at Cuba, look at Maduro in Venezuela, look at Ortega in Nicaragua. The only way they stay in power is by killing their opponents, imprisoning their opponents. And we see it all over the world. This is what happens. This is the only way socialists can stay in power.
Now, we've heard that from Florida. Those that are from Venezuela and Cuba, they say this is a dangerous way to go for the nation and people. Let's talk about the business at hand for you right now. You're still in Washington. This is a critical week for the Senate. You're asked this first funding package before the recess begins Friday. But Senator Majority Leader Thune does want to pass this minibus of 3 appropriations bills this week, and that's funding for commerce, justice, agriculture, the VA, FDA, military construction. Senator, I want to get your take on this because, you know, it looks like, as Senator Thune has said, he's a little concerned about the calendar here, pushback, interference from the Democrat Party they're worried about spending. Senator Kennedy, for example, Senator Paul. Where do you think we are right now today with this?
The right thing by taking up appropriations bills. You know, we haven't been doing that since I've been up here. We've not done this at all. So I think that's a positive. what we've got to do is we've got to get to a balanced budget. We've got to reduce. We don't have a revenue problem. We have record revenues. We got a spending problem. We got to figure out how to get to a balanced budget. The Trump budget starts that way. So what I want to do with this is make sure we're not spending more than the Trump budget in this regard. And then once we do this, and hopefully we can get this done and not have a continuing resolution, which is what the Democrats want to do, or shut down government, which is what the Democrats want to do. We've got to get these nominations done. We've got 7 nominations that have gone through committee that still haven't been approved because the Democrats are slowing it down. So we actually have a lot of work to do. I think we're going to have to stay here to get this work done this month.
Well, we had Senator Fisher on in the last hour. We talked about the issue of these appointments, and that's the other kind of agenda item here that I wanted to ask you about, because you've got Senator Mike Lee, they're saying either we stay in session, nobody goes home, keep working, because they don't want to see recess appointments put in place. They're kind of pushing back at that. Where are you on that?
We got to do one or the other. We've got to stay it's just stay as long as it takes to get these, or we've got to adjourn and let the president do recess appointments. We've got to do one or the other. We can't go home, okay, and not finish our job. Our job is to get these nominations done so President Trump has a team to fulfill his agenda. That's what he was elected to do last November. We've got to allow him to do it. It's a choice. Stay here, allow the recess appointments. That's
Sounds
it.
like you're saying stay there. You're willing to stay.
Oh, I'll stay all of August. Okay. I mean, my slogan is "Let's get to work." So I came up here to work. We should be here 5 days a week. We should be doing nominations every day. We should be getting these appropriations bills done so we don't have a government shutdown or a continuing resolution at the end of September.
Okay. Before you go, ICE announced they've arrested 214 illegals in Houston. They've been charged with a sex offense involving a minor is one example. Just in the past 6 months, we've seen this. All these arrests more than what the Houston field office saw during the entire 2024 fiscal year. We've got this new 59% of Americans support deporting illegal aliens charged with crimes. 29% say all illegals should be deported, no matter criminal history. Where do you fall in this? Because there are many in our polling that say seeing those criminals deported, not necessarily all.
Okay. I'm for illegal immigration. What we do know under the Biden administration, the Democrats, they've allowed in terrorists, criminals, and narco traffickers. Drug sales are up. I'm like, who does the crime against a kid? So first off, I'm glad that what the Trump administration is doing is focused on the criminals in this country, but you shouldn't be coming to this country illegally. We've got to create a system where you can come here legally. We have to decide how many people we can afford to come here every year. It should be merit-based union, but we cannot allow people to come here legally, and we cannot allow criminals to stay here at all. I mean, to me, this is simple. I want my family, your family, to live in a safe environment. Terrorists, I want them out of this country. Same.
Well, Senator Rick Scott, it's always a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for coming on the program. Hope to see you soon.
Bye, Cheryl.